Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys can all see this stream right now. If you're watching, just let me know real quick in the chat by saying yes or something along those lines. Because, ladies and gentlemen, what is happening right now is absolute insanity. Many of you guys might not understand just how big a deal this is. But the reason I'm calling it emergency, and I will not keep you for more than 10 minutes, all right? Only a couple of minutes, is because a coin in the top of the top just did a performance that is so crazy. You will not see this often in normal market conditions, right? You do not see performance like this very often. And what I'm talking about is that one of the top coins in the entire crypto market, Uniswap, just went up 60% in 1 hour. I am not joking. Take a look at the chart. It is up right now. Let's take it out. It is up 75%. And again, this is not a small coin. This coin is the number 15 right now in the entire crypto market cap. And it is up 70%, as I just said, in 1 hour or so. It's almost turning into 2 hours. The main reason I have noticed now over on Twitter is that they're thinking of giving staking rewards, or rather they're thinking of giving the, basically they're giving protocol fees to people who stake, at least something along those lines I've been seeing around. Wise just said, Uniswap is discussing protocol fee distribution to Uni staking addresses, and Uni just pumped 40% in 1 hour. When I saw 40%, I thought, that's nice, nice announcement. But the fact, guys, that it's 77, let's quickly check this out. It's roughly right now 77.5% in the span of about 2 hours. That means things are getting crazy. The amount of conviction that people have for the crypto market right now is hitting one of those high points you only see in altcoin season. This type of stuff doesn't happen in the bear market. It can happen to coins way lower down the rankings, but it does not happen for a coin that's in the top 20. You don't see performances like this. This is what I've been, I need to calm down. This is what I've been warning you guys about, that you saw in 2021 all the time. That you wake up and a coin at the top of the top is up like 40%, 50% all of a sudden. I mean, we saw it with the AI coins, but that's because NVIDIA and all those AI type of companies, are all going crazy, right? All the graphics companies are going crazy. So AI is a no-brainer. But the fact that Uniswap, off of one simple announcement, is pumping so hard, this means, guys, to me at least, altcoin season and the crazy times are back here. I know I should calm down a little because, people might not understand why I am so excited, but I've seen this before time and time again. And please, if you're thinking about buying, maybe reconsider, all right? It's up like 70%. It can go up more, but it's a little bit of a goofy move, my friend. It's a little, I would not be buying it at this crazy high of a point, my honest truth. Anyway, but I've been warning you guys for a long time that you go from Bitcoin. Let me see if I can find that real quick. The crypto market. Oh, by the way, before I move on, let me know in the chat box real quick where you're all watching from. And if you haven't done it yet, make sure you press that like button. I am right now going through some rigorous process of being able to stream because the internet wasn't working. So I will not tell you what I had to do to get this internet working, but I have a limited amount of time. Let's just put it like that. So I'm going to quickly try find what I always share with you guys. Crypto money cycle, I think is what I always type in. Here we go. Okay, so I found it. This is the one I always show to you guys. Give me like 20 seconds. Here we go. So what I often tell you guys is that it goes from fiat, so your dollars, your euros, whatever, to Bitcoin, to large caps, mid caps, low caps. And I said right now, especially after the halving, but right now already, it's kind of time to sell your Bitcoin for large caps. And I'm personally, this run, skipping a lot of the large caps because I already have juicy freaking bags. Like, I've been accumulating large caps for so long that I don't really need to buy more XRP. I don't really need to buy more Uniswap, etc. I don't really need to buy more Polkadot or Chainlink. I've got enough. I'd prefer to just let the bags that I've been accumulating for a long time now increase and just buy new coins that are way down lower, that have way more gain potential. because, yeah, that's just my personal thoughts on the matter. But that's because I've already been accumulating for so freaking long. We talked about what is wisdom, and we did say it's starting to get towards the go for large caps type of part of the season. And how I always tell you guys that you know you're in it is when you start to see 40% or 50% gains across the board for like most altcoins. Now with AI coins, we already saw it, but not for that many altcoins all around just quite yet. At least as far as I've seen, not quite yet. But it's changing. And the fact that, and that's why I'm so freaking excited. You guys can't understand my excitement here. The fact that this coin right now is going so wild means, okay, let me actually say one more thing that I've often been preparing you guys for. You know what I said because I meet with so many project founders. I said, one thing that often happens is that these guys don't want to announce things in a bear market. Sorry, I just saw a donation. We'll talk about it in a second. They don't want to announce things in a bear market, so they wait for better times. The reason I said you might not be excited about Ripple or a game or this, that, or XRP, I should say, is partially because they've not put on the marketing jets, because nobody wants to announce in a bear market when your announcement is going to fall on deaf ears. If your announcement falls on deaf ears, people are dissatisfied. The price didn't move based on the announcement. And so companies in a little circle don't announce anything because they expect the result to be bad. And then because they expect the result to be bad, people are not excited. Yeah. That happened, or that changes though, in a bull market. And again, the point at which you see that an announcement pumps a coin in the top 20 with 70% in an hour or two is when you start noticing, yep, this is definitely bull market times. And this makes me excited for so many different other coins as well, because this means the moment they start going crazy on the marketing, people are now more accepting of it. People are now more ready to indeed act and start basically pumping it up based on just the announcement. I'm just quickly going to share this over on my Twitter and then in the Telegram. And then I will later change the thumbnail probably, but I don't know. I personally consider this to be an emergency. If you disagree, let's just agree to disagree, my friend. I mean, this is one of the craziest performances I've seen this cycle. I think it's actually the craziest thing we've seen this cycle. And the repercussions of this are quite severe. All right, Mac said, subscriber, I own 700. Okay, I kind of don't want to name your numbers, but we'll talk about them anyway. I own 750 SOL, 10 ETH, 800 injective, 1100 render. That's a nice AI-related bag. All of those coins I'm really excited about. I've been buying since the bear, currently at 150K plus. My question is, do I have a chance to get to $1 million this year? Love your show. My simple answer is Solana. Again, this is not financial advice, but Solana, I think, will pretty much do at least a 4x, I think, right? My honest thoughts. Injective, I think you have a good chance for airdrops for free. With Solana, I would buy the Solana phone if I were you, but again, just my thoughts. For more airdrops. Injective, you can stake for 50% APY, which is pretty juicy on its own, but I'm thinking more so about Injective doing a launch pad, doing this, that. Launching on Injective, so I think a 10x or so the cycle for Injective, but mostly staking rewards and rewards from airdrops because you are a staker. That's nice. ETH, don't know how well it will do. I'll eventually sell a lot of ETH. Right now, I'm staking it mostly for airdrop rewards as well. EtherFi, Kelp, you can name 10,000 different protocols on Ethereum or with Ethereum that I'm using to get rewards from. However, I'm not as bullish on ETH as many other altcoins. It's just right now in the cycle, it's pretty good. But eventually, I would go out of ETH for most people. I think that's not a bad idea, unless you want to hold for long term. And Render is already up so much, though. The thing is, I've got a good chunk because it's in the AI sector, and I've got so much money in AI. Literally, guys, it's insanity, the amount of money I've put into this crypto stuff. But from another perspective, it's also my bread and butter, right? I talk about it every single day. I invest every single dollar I have into it. And just for fun, I want to show you guys my biggest bag right now. Not the biggest in terms of money, but Nosana is one of my biggest holdings. And again, today it went to like $4.70. And as you guys all publicly know, because we talked about it for so many times, I basically got into this before anybody knew it existed back in 2021, before it even came to the market. And I've held all the way towards 1 cent. Right? So I was down 90%. And then at 1 cent, all of a sudden it went to $4.70. So almost a 500x now in the last couple of months. Render, I don't think can do 500x or anything of this sort. But I do believe they will still do some crazy numbers. The thing is though, Nosana was at that point at what? 800K market cap. Render right now is at what, $1 billion? I'm not so sure. So you also got to think about it relatively. Render, Nosana, a little bit in the same packet of what they do, but Render will probably do numbers that are way lower. Again, my own personal expectation. Yeah, sorry, a little text. No, yeah, that's my thinking process. So am I bullish on Render? For sure. I don't understand from a lot of people why you would only hold like one crypto. I keep seeing in the comments like, oh, I hope VR would do well. Oh, I hope that coin would do well. Guys, Uniswap, for example, it's one of my coins. No, I did not have all my money in it, but now, for example, I can still get excited because of some crazy gains. Then again, the lower your amount of money is, the more on the riskier coins I would go. I would not stick to things like Bitcoin or so. Again, my own personal opinion. Somebody says little Render numbers that are lower. I don't know about that. So again, to put it into perspective, Render is 40th in the market cap. It's 3 billion actually. Damn, it's done really, really well. Oh, damn. So, yeah, it's gone from $3.80 to almost $8, so doubled in the last month as well. Damn. Yeah, I could probably still do like a 4x or something, right? But I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me for Render to do a 50,000x anymore, depending on how long of a time perspective you see, right? Can I do a 10x over this run? Yeah, probably. I mean, 28 billion over the next altcoin season ain't that much. I mean, right now, it's the 7th biggest, right? But I do believe this entire sector is going to triple, quadruple. And AI coins as a concept will 100x, take up significantly more of this entire valuation. And so these numbers, which right now are insane, will be kind of more normal. So from that perspective, a 10x even on Render can happen, but I would not count on it. I'm mostly just layering down more money in Render because you're expecting the numbers to be not as great as the others. That's my thoughts. So I'm not expecting a 50x off of Render. Again, my thoughts, right? Again, I'm not your financial advisor. At the end of the day, my thoughts. Somebody says, it will do nothing as always. We hold it for years, and every time everything get popped, XRP just chilling in the same price, it just drops. One thing about XRP I'll tell you is, you see with Uniswap, right? The example I can give you is, does this chart look extremely crazy? Well, no, because similarly as with XRP, you can see the price kind of just always went down. And even right now, the price at which Uniswap is at is not actually amazing. Honest truth be told. It's not really that good. Back in 2021, it was $45. Right now, we're talking about it was $3 a couple of months ago. And right now it's at 11. So I think Uniswap as well will probably do another 10x or so from here, maybe even a 15, 20x over the cycle. I think there's very good potential of that. And from that perspective, Render, I think, can actually do a 20x or so, more so. Yeah, if I'm thinking about it now, Uniswap itself can probably, I'm not sure what the total amount of outstanding coins was, though, the moment that they reached this valuation. But I believe it can do at least a 10x of sorts. And if it can do a 10x, then the Render should also be able to do like a 20x or so. But to get back to it, you see, this is similar as with XRP, where everybody looks at the chart and thinks, oh, that's pretty garbage. That is not that good. But as I hope every single one of you can understand as well, again, my own philosophy about this, my own logic here, again, agree or disagree with me, but it can just all change within one day. Nobody knew that this crazy announcement would come out, and look at how the price just performed, right? If I take away this little arrow, you can see just how crazy the chart has just gone. Yeah. So, my opinion. Anyway, what I'm going to do now, though, I'm going to continue on with that, is just post more videos about my top coins and top AI coins. Because if you've been watching my AI videos for a little while, you'd be up so massively. And I keep seeing all those people being thankful. At the end of the day, though, guys, I'll tell you, I don't have a freaking crystal ball. You don't know for sure which coins are going to pop off. So I just buy multiple. But they just keep on working because NVIDIA, all the AI companies, all the graphics card related companies are doing well. Somebody says WorldCoin. WorldCoin, I think, is pretty garbage. But as OpenAI is doing well, I think that coin would also do well, which is why I'm still holding it. Rune will outperform until the cycle. DEX is where it's at. Rune is really good. Everything Rune related is pretty nice. There's new Rune things that I'm also buying. I don't know, not sure if they're connected, but everything Rune is nice, at least at this point. Flare, I think, is, again, my own thoughts. That it's kind of garbage, but it's because I kind of don't like them. The coin could do well. XLM, I've not bought more in a long time. XRP and XLM, I think they could do amazing, but I'm not buying more. I'm going more for AI coins. ABT, I don't actually hold any ABT. Fetch AI, I've got good bags of because it's AI. So if it's AI, I have good amounts. AMP, I think I actually held that in the past. What is AMP again? No, I don't have this anymore, I think. I don't even know what it does. I can't remember. What is ABT? Let's see. ABT is ARC block. Yeah, I have some ARC block actually. I have some, but I don't think it's big bags. Yeah, it's not that much money to have an ARC block. I'm gonna look into this one because I've seen it combine multiple times. Ocean, I have good bags of Ocean, but again, when I say good bags, guys, it's so different. Because yeah, what is a good bag, right? But I've got money in Ocean. I wouldn't say it's crazy, but I do believe Ocean can do really, really well. It's just not one of my top AI coins. How about Gala? Gala, I've not bought more in a while, but I'm holding a lot of Gala on the previous run. But I'm mostly buying their music because I'm like, Gala's, Gala Games has done well in the past, but hopefully music has some more potential there. Because I kind of feel as if they're the first in the sector. H-bar, I still think they're doing really, really well. But I'm also not buying much more H-bar. I've already held a good chunk. And again, people will disagree with me, but I don't think anybody that actually invests in crypto can, because our strategy is pretty freaking good. And if they do, then I'd like to know why, because I want to see their track record. What do you think about Jasmy? Jasmy, man, if you bought Jasmy last week, you'd be pissing your pants out of laughter right now. It has what? 3x this week, I think. It's done really, really well. LCX, I kind of thought was garbage for the longest while. Many people in my comments are excited about it. I don't know. I don't feel any connection with this in any way, shape, or form. But hey, you might want to surprise me there. I think it's garbage. I'm not sure why you would hold LCX, buy LCX. Again, can do well, but not my type of token. But if their launchpad is really popping, because I see a little launchpad in there, that could be a nice coin. But to me, it's stupid. It's like buying another exchange token. And don't get me wrong, what's the BitGet token? I don't remember. Let me see. This one. I have a good chunk of it because, first of all, it lowers your trading fees. And second of all, because, you see, it can do well. But I would not buy a lot more of it now. It's just in the bear market, I was sometimes picking it up, putting some of my smaller cap coins into exchange tokens. For BNB, I have I have tons of BNB because you can keep farming the drops that launch on Binance. So I have good chunks of that. But the other exchange tokens, it's mostly just to join their launchpad. Same for LCX. If you want to join the launchpad, it's nice. LCX itself, not sure why you would buy that or have that. What about Polygon? Again, Polygon was really, really hyped up last cycle, but it depends on how Uniswap does here. Because if Uniswap here ignites DeFi season, things of this sort could do really, really well. And I'm expecting that potentially PancakeSwap could also follow. Let's actually see here. Cake. Oh, Cake is not even in the top 100, huh? Let's see here. PancakeSwap, you can see it's up 11% or so today. There's a good chance that PancakeSwap actually could follow and mimic the Uniswap performance, because perhaps they're going to launch some sort of similar thing. It's up from $2 or $2.90 to $3.20. It just went in the wake of the Uniswap situation. Yeah, and a lot of the coins you guys are talking about here, I keep talking about in my videos, right? And Bernard says, Dusty getting the dollars now. This is another funny thing. Some people in the comment section really don't know this space very well, I often notice. And there's multiple things to that. First of all, it's people saying, Dusty, the token you talk about never hit that price. I have nothing to brag or hide. If the token went to a certain price or didn't go, I will tell you what happened. It's not like I'm going to say, oh, it really went. If it didn't, it doesn't make any sense. So I sometimes see people say, Dusty, but it never went to 1 cent, like with Nasana. Check the freaking chart and come back to me. Second of all, is they say something along the lines of that I don't know what I'm talking about. But again, just look at the videos, look at the coin's performances, and let it speak for itself. I'm not here to prove anybody wrong. I'm not here to advise you on anything. Do your own due diligence, do your own research. I'm talking about what I'm buying, and I know it works. Sounds cocky, but it's the truth. I know it works. I will buy this, and I'm telling you guys what I'm buying. Make your own decisions, and let's move on from there. There's no competition here. I don't care to be the best. There's some guy out there that's like 14 years old who just bought one meme coin, made 50 billion. Okay, not 50 billion, but you understand the idea. In a day. Okay, 𝗕𝗪𝗍, huh? It's crypto, man. I mean, okay, anything can happen. Any good launch pads? Every launch pad has good parts. Just look at a launch pad tier list and just start at the top and use the top 4 or something. What about 𝗓𝗓𝗓? Not my thing, but it's NFTs. Huh? I mean, a lot of big guys, like even a billionaire guy, I know he has a 𝗓𝗓𝗓 NFT. So I mean, from that perspective, it's pretty nice. But I'm not holding any. I'm also not sure why I would. XDC, again, not buying more. Have good bags of XDC. QNT, it's nice. QNT, again, that's one of those ones where everybody I speak to, they always laugh at me for holding QNT. But I've been holding that one for a long time, and it's done me really well. Litecoin is garbage, I think. I'm not sure why anybody in the world would hold Litecoin. Rephrasing, I have Litecoin, but I've held it for, I think, at least 7 years or so. 6 years, maybe? And I've not touched it. But I would never recommend anybody to buy any dollar worth of Litecoin. if you're buying Litecoin, oh, that's not good, man. Excella says, should we stay in RSS3 at the moment? Merci beaucoup. You know, RSS3 I bought because of 𝗵𝘀𝗀𝗧, which is I don't even know what his position was at Coinbase. But my VC friend said, man, you know, he's actually behind this as well. He's a backer, yada, yada, yada. You better buy it because it will probably pop off at some point. Has good connection to Coinbase, this, that. I did buy it. It didn't do well for a very long time. And I was like, oh, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. And it's like doubled or so from where I bought. Honestly, though, if you look at this chart, doubling ain't that nice. It's like the minimum that I would expect. So I'm not selling at all because I at least want to get to see it at like a $1.20 or something. But again, just my thoughts, right? I don't think the movement is enough to be satisfied with. But not financial advice at the end of the day. Anybody that bought in because I said I'm buying has at least made good chunks of money. And that's also what I can sleep on then. I'm pretty happy with that. RGR, not one of my big backs, otherwise I would have told you. Any thoughts on Kudos or Opulus music? Yeah, again, the real sector, I would just say personally, right? AI is pretty big. It will keep doing well over the next year or so. Why even think about the other ones? But, yeah, all thoughts aside. When are you going to buy a Lambo? I'm not sure. I've thought about it many times, right? Actually, I think I've thought about it at least 1,000 times in the last 5 years. But I'm not sure, my friend, if I'll ever buy a Lambo or maybe something else. I'm not sure. In theory, you guys don't know what type of cars I have. Let's put that as a basis. None of you know which cars I have. But you know, could have 3 Lambos, my friend, but I understand where you're coming from. Which is another funny part about this internet stuff. You don't know a lot of stuff, right? You don't know who you're talking to. Some person said today, oh, no millionaire will ever watch this type of video. I'm like, what are you talking about? You have no idea who watches what. What are you basing it on? It's crazy. Laz says, you think XRP will reach above $5 and what percentage are you unloading at 3? I'm not unloading anything at any point because it's hard to say up front. Like, if it does not go to 3, I think maybe at $10 I might think about selling some and just moving on again. But I've been holding it for so long that even at 3, I'm not going to be that satisfied. So, yeah, I'm not unloading. What is the probability of hitting $5? To me, it's inevitable. Unless Ripple really makes a big mess up or something crazy happens. But I personally feel as if they just can't let us down, right? Then again, a lot of Ripple employees have moved on. Navin Gupta, or Mina guy, one of the guys I met before in Dubai, nice guy. He also moved on to a new company. And to that extent, what a lot of my friends are also saying, don't buy old coins anymore. Don't buy a Solana, don't buy an XRP, don't buy a Cardano, don't buy an AVAX, yada, yada, yada. Don't buy any of these. Just go for things that are new and popping off and, like, you know, strong. But it's all a matter of perspective. A's, Fusionist, you never spoke about it because I don't have any. That's a longer story about why I don't have A's. Not for today. Thoughts on Songbird? In my opinion, also garbage. Again, my own thoughts. I think that's the thing. I don't like Flare. I don't like the guys behind it. They've not been nice to me. They've not really been helpful. I think he's a little bit of a... You know what? I'll keep those thoughts to myself. I don't like the people there. So I'm not going to support the project. May it return you 10,000 times your money. If I don't like the people, I'm not working with them. I'm not talking about them. I don't want to make money on it. I don't give a shit. If you don't like the people, it's a no-go for me. The RWA narrative is really, really strong in my opinion. Yeah, for sure. There's a couple of coins I've got good bags in the RWA sector. 𝗕𝗘𝗪, distributed computing, decentralized computing, it's amazing. We talked about it before though. A lot of the AI coins you see in here are by definition 𝗕𝗘𝗪, like Render or a Nosana, for example. So it's all pretty juicy. Wick says, I don't buy Bitcoin because I think Satoshi's a jerk. You do you, my friend. What do you think about CRO? I'm not sure why you would ever hold CRO. Why, out of everything? Thoughts about Python Say? Yeah, good. I think I also like them. Both of them are pretty juicy, I think. LimeWire, very new LimeWire. Yeah, I have LimeWire. I have good chunks of LimeWire as well. I'm not sure how well it would do, but I have good chunks. Somebody says, when is it starting? You mean the Uniswap crazy price gain situation, or what are you talking about? Yeah, it was crazy. Anyway, guys, I just want to give you guys a quick little overview on just how crazy Uniswap was doing, and the fact that this could be the start of altcoin season from here on forward. We've seen this in previous cycles, that some type of pump like this ignites other massive pumps to follow quickly afterwards. Just wanted to make that clear to all of y'all. What's the coin that changed your life? I don't even remember. What coin did that? I know some coins that changed my life for the worse. It might have been Electroneum, because that's the coin that really got me into these ICO and all that type of stuff. Could be Tron, could be XRP. I don't remember exactly. Perhaps XRP for the most part. Because you guys have to also understand, my average price of XRP is so ridiculously low that I'm always laughing every single day. It's just that I want more gains, right? But yeah. Yeah, especially if you're just buying all dips. Like, it's hard to not make money in crypto if you're buying the dip in a bull market. That's all I'll say. But yeah, that's it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you, or the live stream, I should say. If you did, make sure you press that like button. I'll hopefully see you guys again in another one. Yeah, I mean, Uniswap's still actually pumping. For all the people that said, you sell now, it's still doing pretty well. Because people want to get those staking rewards. And understand, Uniswap is still down 75% from its all-time high. If staking rewards actually become juicy, yeah, Uniswap will probably do pretty well. So you better keep that in the back of your head, that if this idea sets through, it'll do pretty well. So let's see here. Biggest week in Uniswap protocol ever. I just proposed a large-scale upgrade to the system. Specifically, I believe we should upgrade the protocol so that its fee mechanism rewards Uni token holders that have staked and delegated their tokens. If approved by the community, Uniswap governance, resilience, and decentralization will increase. Two truths. The Uniswap protocol is immensely useful, trillions of dollars in lifetime swap volume, and if its governance minimized to adjustable parameters, V3, 1 in V4, as a result of those facts, it has built a market share lead with a very low level of governance activity, for true. Maintaining this lead is only going to get more difficult. Liquidity is fragmenting across many chains. Intents are a thing. MEV is a thing. Competition is a very smart, or becomes very smart, etc. To survive, they need to change some stuff. And this is again why people got so excited right now, because they're proposing to make people get some juicy rewards for staking Uniswap and being more involved with governance. Interesting, very, very much so. Interesting. Damn. But yeah, that's about it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream. See you later.